All right, so hi everyone. Thank you so much for coming. My name is Christina McGuire. I am the internship coordinator with the Career Center. And I am really happy to be joined today by Virginia Lyons, who is from Partners in Education with the Santa Barbara County Education Office. And she is just going to guide us through some of the opportunities that they have right now. And feel free to ask questions at the end. So Virginia, I'm going to stop sharing my screen and let you take it away.
Thank you so much, Christina. I'm so happy to be here. I myself am a community college graduate. I got my associate's degree in LA, and then I transferred to UCSB and I never left. So I'm a huge fan of community college. I loved my personal experience, and I am a big cheerleader for other community college students. And I would love to see more of them come through our office. We get a lot of Westmont students, a lot of UCSB students, and we did get some SBCC students in the past. I would love to see more because they get a lot of really valuable experience with us. And we're big believers in helping students grow with their internship and kind of following along with projects they really have an interest in, they want to grow in, and listening to their needs as well as training them in what they want to do. Awesome. So like Christina mentioned with that lovely introduction, we are Partners in Education. I am the Development and Community Relations Associate here at Partners. I've been here for 2.5 years. I myself started as an intern and I had a great experience. I can share a little bit more about that after, about what I did specifically, because it is one of the open roles we have now. So maybe that could be you. And we are administered by the County Education Office. So we are a dual identity as a government and nonprofit. So we get to work really closely with all 20 school districts of Santa Barbara County. I'm going to share my screen so that I can go over that a little bit more. I made a presentation just on some overview of what we do and then of how SBCC students can fit into that and get involved. Here's Partners in Education. This is us. We believe that everyone has a role to play in students' futures, and our mission is to prepare students for what's next with an emphasis on K through 12 education and whatever that looks like for them. We never try to gear students in a particular path, like you must go into a 4-year university institution and graduate with a bachelor's degree. We open their eyes to different careers, whether it be technical, whether they want to be a plumber or an engineer, whatever it is, we want to hear that and help them. So Partners in Education, for some background, we were born out of the efforts of local business and education leaders. Our mission is to connect the community with schools and the youth serving nonprofits organizations that serve them. We support public education and creating a more vibrant economy, the health of our community, and the well-being of local children and their families. We do this through 3 programs that are under the Partners umbrella. One is Computers for Families. This is our longest running program. We have been providing free refurbished computers to students in Santa Barbara County for over 20 years now. So this actually started in the 90s when Partners in Education noticed there was already a digital divide where students who had computers at home and were learning these things and able to connect to the web had a huge learning gap from students who didn't. So we started supplying them that way back then. And as you can imagine, during the pandemic, this was extremely necessary. So we've been here for a long time and we're still doing it. The countywide volunteer program serves as a volunteer matchmaking system between educator requests and volunteers in the community. So a lot of what we do is we hear, for example, a teacher lets us know they need a lot of help in the classroom. So we go out into the community and see if somebody can be a classroom buddy virtually or in person, and we pay for the cost of their screening to be placed on the school campus. And we basically do all the facilitation of scheduling them. The paid student internship program is for high school juniors and seniors to get career readiness and exploration, and then ideally place them at their first paid job experience. And I'll go over that a little bit more in detail. Last year, the past 2 years, actually, oh my gosh, it's already 2022. We had a huge shift in all our programs. Like any other business or organization, we adapted for Computers for Families. Prior to COVID-19, we used to supply the computers just to students. Now we have not turned down one person in the community. If anyone in the community has asked us for a computer, we have given it to them. So we've completely shifted the way we do that. Now it's mostly by phone. We cannot just send out an application to our families with all the varying levels of literacy, especially with computer literacy. We really want to guide them through. So we do it all by phone now in English and Spanish. And we actually give them to everyone, not just parents and not just students. It can be any individual in Santa Barbara County. So with schools closed, the countywide volunteer route program also had to adapt and start doing Zoom volunteering opportunities. We've had great success with this. We have had career panels on webinars. Instead of the career days we used to do in person, we have virtual guest speaking events, lots and lots of different volunteering, even classroom buddies, like I mentioned, classroom support, mentoring, everything like that can now be done virtually. And we're very, I would say we're very flexible to learning what that school needs and then providing that support. The paid student internship program is now virtual. This allowed us to accept more students than ever before. So instead of having kind of a hit during COVID-19, we actually grew. So we have double the amount of students in our programs, and we're able to reach Santa Maria, students from all over the county that used to not be able to travel to our office to receive the job training. They can now do it online from anywhere they live. Just to go over a few examples of the services we do have these all these different ways of helping students in the community. We have guest speaking events, career panels, mock job interviews for kids to learn how to practice in an interview, career coaching, tutors, classroom buddies, school beautification projects, and some of the tools we provide that are tangible resources is the digital literacy and training with the computers, because we want them to be able to use it safely and not just hand it to them, and bilingual family outreach. Here's some of our impact in the community. The numbers on the left are just this past school year. And then the ones on the right is our cumulative impact. So in the past school year, we were able to get 101 high school students through our job readiness training workshops. We placed a lot of volunteers, creating a total of 4,574 volunteer hours at schools and affiliated organizations. 475 individuals received access to tech from us. The high school job readiness training, I did want to go into a little bit more because we are particularly hiring a high need for that program of staff support. So they basically get a lot of life skills, job skills. They get paired with a career coach. And this is really important for high school juniors and seniors, especially ones who are facing any adversity or just don't have the opportunity to get that leg up otherwise. So we have students who apply to the program and we help them through that whole process. We facilitate the career workshops. We teach them financial literacy even. And that's all a lot of work on the back end, as you can imagine, that we're always hiring interns for help with. They gain a lot of, the high school students gain a lot of invaluable work experience. And the goal is at the end of their job training workshops, we want to place them at a business in the community. So we are always looking for businesses and connecting with businesses in order to do this. Some examples of businesses that have interns on site right now that are from our high school job readiness program are Cottage Health, Santa Barbara Zoo, Stoughton Kaufman Law Offices, they're so great, and Santa Barbara County Education Office. It really helps that we are part of the County Education Office because other departments will call us and let us know we need a part-time staff. We can definitely hire one of your high school students, and then they get that experience. So what does this mean for you? We are currently particularly looking for these positions. These are really high need. But we have lots of different things that we do, and we're always looking for support. You can email me your resume and we can have a conversation about what it is that you're looking to do in your career. We just had a video editor position open that was filled very temporarily. We have a social media internship position that she recently had to move on to another opportunity as well. So we have lots of opportunities open. And since students work on semester or quarter basis. Normally they're transitioning in and out, and we always can call you and talk to you over the phone about what's currently available since it shifts often. With that said, I did want to mention that our internships are remote right now. They're fully remote and they're 10 hours a week based on your schedule. So you let me know this is when I have class, and I let you know this is our business hours, and we work together to find spots in between where you can work. And of course, we're very responsive to the fact that your health and your studies are your 1 and 2 priorities. So we want to make sure that we're really flexible to adapt to what you need. With that said, we do hire paid positions internally. So if you were looking to stay longer term, longer than a semester, possibly even a year or two, we're so happy to explore those opportunities and let you know what's available. We hire our paid student workers from our existing pool of interns. Something to note about some of the positions I mentioned: the business development internship. You would be researching local business prospects based on our current job trends, target recruitment based on students' career dreams, contact businesses by phone and email to encourage involvement, promote our recent expansion to North County. We're really trying to grow in North County, so we're since that just launched from our virtual programming, we're still doing a lot of really grassroots efforts to get our name out there in Santa Maria, and it's been a really successful process. You would act as a bridge between the education and business community. When I say target recruitment based on students' career dreams, that means when we have a group of students that come through our program, they let us know what their dream job is. So we help those high schoolers find a job placement in that field by targeting recruitment to those businesses in those fields. We work with the Chambers of Commerce, Santa Barbara South Coast and Santa Maria Valley. We present at the Chamber of Commerce, and they have helped us a lot to make those job connections. I would say that this is a really valuable experience because right now, especially with the growth in the field of tech, business development and sales development are probably the best way to get into jobs in tech specifically. If you're not looking for a job in tech, these are really useful skills that you can transfer to any job. You would gain opportunities for networking with local business leaders. As I mentioned, we're working with Cottage Health, we're working with Santa Barbara Zoo, we work with bigger companies as well, and we work with smaller owned businesses, and you would get that exposure to be able to talk to business leaders and sit in on meetings, different things like that. You would be trained in professional communication strategies. We don't just throw you in, of course. We give you call scripts, we give you a lot of information to help you work. And you would also learn about sales and business development. There are over 100,000 open positions in sales and business development on LinkedIn right now. And just this morning, I looked it up and it was over 8,000 new jobs in this field. So if you're looking for experience for your future career, this would be a great place to start because you're helping yourself, but you're also helping high schoolers explore their careers and achieve their dreams. We are also hiring for marketing and social media. That is my personal baby because that's my basically my wheelhouse in this organization. We do a lot of social media campaigns, a lot of year-end appeal campaigns, mass emails that have to be reviewed by my colleagues, and we all work together, and it's a really great process because it has a lot of creative input from our interns. Our last social media intern, she was helping me draft all these proposals. We use a lot of different platforms, and she was basically teaching herself to use Canva because that's what we use, and we teach our interns how to use it when they're working on those projects. So she would basically come up with her own ideas, and then I got to share them with the executive director, and we would bounce back and forth. So it's really collaborative. For Computers for Families, we're always looking for bilingual outreach support. We do currently have a paid position for this. It would require to come in person, but if you can't, then we also have unpaid positions remote. You would provide call support to parents in need of tech resource, track communication and status progress. You would sign families up for free computers and tech classes, and interact with parents regularly and make a huge difference on students and families' lives. Like you can see this adorable student that we've had that he's receiving a free Chromebook from us in this picture. So that's a great opportunity to connect with people, especially if you want experience with outreach, experience with professional phone calls. If you do speak Spanish, definitely let us know and we can help you learn those things. So this is actually how I started with the organization. I was doing Spanish phone outreach to families and I loved it so much. You rarely get a job where someone comes to you with a problem and you get to say, I can fix it. Here's a free computer. So that's basically what you get to do all day with this job. And you really get to hear a lot of their stories. It's awesome. As an intern at Partners in Education, here are a lot of the different platforms that we use that we would train you on or help you grow with should you want to, depending on what program you work with and what projects you're working on. But these, I would say, especially Google Workspace and Microsoft Office, we use for all our programs. So that's MailChimp, which is a mass email software that we design campaigns on, email newsletters, things like that, drafting a lot of our outgoing communication and design. And Google Workspace, of course, is like Google Sheets, slides, all that. LinkedIn, we use a lot, especially for job readiness training, and we teach high schoolers how to use that. And then we have Microsoft Office, Outlook, all that. And Canva we use regularly for our design. We would love for you to join our team. On the right side of the screen, we have a few of our interns. One of them is now a student worker. And we have Grace. She works with our volunteer program, helping coordinate volunteer activities. And she actually has been a volunteer herself. Nicole also works with the volunteer program. And then Taylor on the bottom right, he is part of our internship program and he does business development as well. And then on the left, we have our staff. If you have any questions, please reach out to me by phone or email. I'm happy to discuss more and we can definitely have time for questions now. But if anything occurs to you later on, take down my information and I'm here to help. And to apply to any of these positions, just go ahead and email me your resume. If you're not sure how exactly you would fit in, definitely email me your resume and we can start from there.